Hi everybody. Thought I'd just make a quick video here to show some of you how I made the job of replacing my fuel pump in my 2001 GMC Sierra a little more tolerable. My truck is a short box extended cab. I only mention that because I'm going to give you some dimensions on exactly where to cut this hole to access your fuel pump. Those of you who may have tried it in the past, you know that this is an absolutely miserable, knuckle-busting, horrible, sweaty, nasty job. A lot of it you're doing blind, reaching up, trying to take off the lines and the plugs. And, you know, I'm pretty fond of my truck, but I have a bed liner as well as a heavy Rubbermaid mat that I put down over the top of all of this. So really, I mean, I don't really care if there's a hatch there. I mean, this should have been here to begin with, honestly. Because the cost of replacing this fuel pump at a dealership is, I got quoted around $1,000. So just to let you know, most of that's probably labor. So anyway, the center of this hole that I made is 20 inches from the left side of the bed and 11 inches from the front of the bed rearward. 20 inches from the left side of the bed, 11 inches from the front rearward. And that's your center point for this hatch that you'll make. And mine's probably about a foot square, maybe a little larger. You could go, you know, 13, 14 inches if you want, but it looks like this, you know, 12, 13 inch hatch is plenty big enough to access the fuel pump. What you want to do when you expose all of this stuff is to take your plugs off. Now this plug may look a little different than the one you're seeing because this new fuel pump has a new harness on it, which apparently was the fault of many of the failures of a lot of these fuel pumps. So you'll see that I had to rewire the new harness. And other than that, all you have to do is take off the fuel lines, which, as you can see, there's a couple of plastic clips on there that you have to get in on the front and the back side and pinch them, the outboard ones anyway, and then the center one you just pinch it with your thumb and forefinger and remove those. There's also a locking ring, that rusty metal thing around the outside. Gotta kind of pound that with a hammer to open it up, release it, and your fuel pump will come right out. Drop the new one in, reattach the fuel lines, and rewire it if you need to. Otherwise, just plug it back in. Once you have this hatch cut, man, it's literally just a 90-second job to get the thing out of there, rather than spending 3 days underneath your truck or spending $1,000 somewhere to have it done. I know this seems like kind of a radical fix, and it is sort of, but it's going to save me a ton of time because I've had to do this twice before. The truck's got a ton of miles on it, and I've been buying cheap fuel pumps, which, you know, now I really don't care because it's only going to take me 5 minutes to access the thing. One thing I do want to mention, though, is that I put a bunch of wet towels on top of the gas tank before I started doing any cutting. The tool I used is here. It's just a circular saw with a metal blade, blade in it, I guess. And it worked great. It cut through this bed like butter. But I did put some wet towels. I got on my back and put wet towels on top of the gas tank. The gas tank is plastic. There are some plastic fuel lines, so you'll want to be super careful because there are some flying sparks. But so that's my disclaimer. If you cook yourself or your truck, you've been warned to be very careful about the flying sparks. Yeah, but other than that, no, I'm just going to put this flat back down when it comes time, and I'll sling that little piece of bed liner over that I cut up, and then put my rubber mat back down, and I'll always have this hatch in case there's ever a loose wire, or in the event that this fuel pump should happen to fail again. So that's my quick fix. I hope you can use it. Have a good day.